Yes, Monday, September 13, 2021.
Teacher,
Diga.
este es el- sí.
Sí, ¿qué pasa? Que yo le tengo de acuerdo al ingreso de la computadora acá. Vamos con usted, Gabriela. Siga.
Present.
Monday.
Monday, September 13.
Yes, 13, 2021. Siga, Gabriela, ayúdeme. La lectura del cuadrito que aparece. Siga. Verbs.
First form,
Verb form. Siga.
infinitive, simple form,
Es.
is for the past form, past participle, present participle.
Yes, thank you, Gabriela. Ya le voy a poner más, digamos, en orden porque está en desorden. Le puse al final. Ya le pongo luego en orden, ¿ya? Siga, Ariana, ya me dijo. Burgos, César.
Present.
Burgos. Ya. Examples. Siga. You have two circles. Examples. Two
To dim,
and two.
to dry.
Ya. To dim, the meaning is considerar, observar. To dim. To drive, conducir, ¿no? Please help me, Cano. Cano William. Simple form.
Simple form. Them drive.
Yes, you omit to and you say dim and drive. Cano, okay, thank you. Chikaisa. Chikaisa.
Present.
Continue with S form. Chikaisa. S form.
Dance drive.
Dims and drives. So in this case, you use S, no? You use S. Dims, drives. Byron Encalada. Continue with past form. Past form.
Past form, deme, drop.
Dimmed and drove. Dimmed and drove. Juan Fernando. Past participle. Past participle. No está. Juan Fernando. Siga Gaibor. Alison.
Present.
Past participle.
Dreams and river.
Driven. Yeah. You say dimmed and driven. Dimmed and driven. Please, Gomez Domenica. Present participle.
Driving and dimming.
Yes, driving and dimming. These two verbs are given in the first unit, in lesson number 1 from your book. Recuerde que ya nos pidieron utilizar el texto el día de hoy. Sí, vamos a proceder a usar una partecita del libro. Pero para iniciar el libro necesitamos esto, importante, ¿no? Haga la captura respectiva en Paint y luego lo puede desarrollar en su cuaderno con su propia letra o usted lo descarga y lo imprime, digamos, lo descarga y lo pega, ¿no? Como usted se acomode. Listo. You say infinitive to drive, to dim. S form, simple form, dim, drive. S form, dims, drives. Past form, dimmed, drove. Past participle, dimmed and driven. Present participle, dimming and driving. The problem is with the past form, no? You say drive, to drive, drives, drove. You see? And the past participle, driven. La pesadilla nuestra es los verbos en inglés, los verbos irregulares, ¿no? Eso ya sabemos y hay que estar revisa, ¿no? Para no olvidarnos. David Hidalgo.
Present.
Yeah, let's continue with this. Vocabulary. Number 1.
Number 1, craze. Riding skateboards around town is the latest craze among teenagers in my area.
Okay, you say riding skateboards around town is the latest craze among teenagers in my area. Number 2. Jacome Nicolás.
Then, the instructor then let Karen unfit to drive and reset to give her driver's license.
You see, this is the verb deem. What's the meaning? Consider, regard. El instructor consideró Karen no capaz o no apta sería para manejar and refused. Y se rehusó to give her, darle la licencia, ¿no? Ok, Nicolás. Alondra.
Present.
Number 3.
Hilarious. I was
Hilarious.
expecting the last episode of my favorite comedy show to be hilarious, but
Sí.
it wasn't funny at all.
Yes. Yeah, I was expecting the last episode of my favorite comedy show to be hilarious, but it wasn't funny at all. Ok, Alondra. Jorge.
Present.
Number
Subtitle.
4. Subtitle. Subtitle.
Subtitle. Note, usually plural. Luke doesn't like movies with subtitle, so I don't he'll watch the French film with you.
Very good. Luke doesn't like movies with subtitles, so I doubt he will watch that French film with you. Let's come back with the first example, riding skateboards around the town in the latest craze among teenagers is in my area, no? In my area, in my neighborhood, in my house. No, in my house, no. In my house, in front of my house, maybe. In front of my house or in the park near my house. Skateboards, la patineta sería, ¿no es cierto? Riding skateboards around is the latest craze among teenagers. Ya. Yo vivo aquí en los condominios Luisa Valencia y a la tarde vienen un grupo de jóvenes, muchachos de unos 13, 14, con sus patinetas y empiezan a practicar su equilibrio, digamos, ¿no? Pero es muy ruidoso, o sea, produce mucho ruido a lo que cae la patineta y los gritos de los jóvenes mismos, ¿no? Entonces, a veces no dejan trabajar. Pero bueno, ese dice, is the latest craze among teenagers, ¿cierto? Es una locura, ¿no? Es una actividad peligrosa también. Alan Mazacón. Alan.
Present.
Do you have a skateboard?
I don't have.
No, you don't?
No.
Have you ever used a skateboard?
No.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Ok. Ayúdeme con los verbos en esa oración. ¿Cuáles son los verbos? Which are the verbs, Alan? Tell me the verbs. Examples. En esa oración, ¿cuáles son los verbos? Which are the verbs? Is. Ya. ¿Y qué le parece riding? ¿Será también el verbo riding? Le pregunto.
Sí.
Sí. Y usted le conoce que termina en ing, present participle. Mire, ahí tenemos los verbos, 6 formas. Riding, skateboards around town. Is the latest craze among teenagers in my area. You have 2 forms. Is the present form of to be, and riding is the ing form for ride, ¿no? Ok, joven Alan. Medina Carlos. Medina Carlos. In the next example, tell me the verbs. Dígame los verbos. ¿Cuáles son? No está. Carlos Medina, no está. Mena José, siga.
Present.
Mena. What are the verbs the instructor deem, carrying, unfit,
Deem,
unfit?
drive, refused, keep.
Yes. So let's check that. You're right. Deemed to drive, refused to give. Yes, they are the verbs. You see, 4 verbs in one sentence. 4 verbs in one sentence. Kayla?
Present.
Yeah, you say I was expecting the last episode, my favorite comedy show, to be hilarious, but it wasn't funny at all. What are the verbs in this?
Was expecting.
Was expecting. You have was auxiliary. Expecting the verb. Yeah, continue. Another? No more
B.
verbs? Which one?
B.
Yes, to be, infinitive. You're right. And
Wasn't.
wasn't. Usted mismo. Luke doesn't like movies with subtitles, so I doubt he will watch that French film with you. What are the verbs? In
Like.
this? Like. Yes, you're right. Like.
Doubt.
Doubt. Yes, doubt.
Watch.
Watch. And nothing else.
Mm,
Nothing else, no?
no.
You have 3, like, doubt, and watch. Excelente. Mire, los verbos ahí están. Mire, qué importante que usted sepa distinguir la diferencia entre cada uno. Infinitive, simple form, form, past participle, present participle, y ya sabe usted gramática. Así de fácil. Alison, gracias a Keila. Alison. Okay, Alison. Next. I am going to take one sentence, one example from this chart, and we are going to make the changes. Dice así, lea por favor. Use,
No sale.
si puede darme leyendo ahí. Use,
No sale. Ya sí. Use the sentences in order to change the main verb into 6 basic forms.
yeah,
Let's try.
let's try. Use the sentence in order to change the main verb into 6 basic forms. Vamos a cambiar una oración en las formas básicas de los verbos. Intentemos, ¿no? Let's try, let's try. No es difícil ya para usted, ya es facilito. Ok, Alison, ahí tiene usted number 1. Lea, por favor, writing.
Riding skateboards around town is the latest craze among teenagers in my area.
Ok, la misma está escrito y está con rojo el verbo y la palabra nueva para nosotros. Craze. Siga, Alison.
Riding skateboards around town is the latest craze among teenagers in my
Ya, in present. In past, siga. In past was.
riding skateboards around town was the latest craze among teenagers in my
Area. Ok,
area.
ok. Ya, when it is difficult to read, cuando es difícil leer, yo le había indicado el año anterior, empiece por el final practicando, ¿no? Usted dice, in my area, among teenagers in my area, the latest craze among teenagers in my area, around town was the latest craze among teenagers in my area. Riding skateboards around town was the latest craze among teenagers in my area. Ve y le sale la pronunciación, digamos la entonación, la lectura le sale rápido, ¿ya? Me ayuda, Fernando. Fernando.
Aquí estoy, listen.
Okay, Fernando, please help me repeat in my area.
In my area.
Among teenagers in my area.
Among teenagers in my area.
The latest craze among teenagers in my area.
The mountain clays, the mountain clays among teenagers in my area.
Just a minute. Otra vez. The latest craze.
The latest craze
Among teenagers.
Among teenagers in my area.
Eso, ahí sí le salió bien. Siga. Around town was.
Around town was.
The latest craze. The latest
craze
among teenagers.
In my area.
Ahora, solito. Riding skateboards around town was the latest craze among teenagers in my area.
Riding skateboard about in Indian town was the latest craze among teens in my area.
Eso, qué bien, excelente. Fácil, ¿no? Ok, Fernando. Dylan Pérez. Dylan.
Present.
Yeah, please help me with the reading next, la que aparece.
Riding skateboards around town has been the latest craze among teenagers.
Excelente. Ok, Fabrizio, next. La que sigue y la que aparece. Fabricio,
En present.
siga, la última. Riding.
Riding skateboards around to have been the last craze among tanks major in my area.
Excellent. Next. Richard. Richard. La siguiente dice.
Cristian Rubio tiene problemas de conexión.
Ruiz. Me dice.
Present.
Sí está Ruiz. Entonces es Reynoso Fabricio. No está Reynoso. Siga Rubio. Richard.
Rubio tiene problemas de
Still
conexión.
listening.
Rubio es el que tiene problemas. Ok, problems in internet. Ya. Ruiz.
Present.
Siga. Riding.
Riding skateboards around the town will be the latest craze among teenagers in my area.
Ok, excellent. Next, Jennifer. No, sí,
Present.
Jennifer, siga.
Riding a skateboard around town has to be the latest craze among teenagers in my area.
Yes, Lisbeth, Noemi.
Present.
Next, finally, at the end. Riding.
Riding skateboards around town is being practiced by teenagers at the latest craze in my area.
Thank you. Now, let's see if there is one more. No, it's enough. Yeah. What happened? Yeah, there you have. Nothing else. So the idea is you have is in present, was in past, has been present perfect, had been past perfect, will be future, has to be, you have present and the infinitive to be, and present is and the ing form being. La idea es que ahí tiene usted las 6 formas básicas del verbo to be, ¿no? Is in present or it is in present or the simple form sería was past form, being past participle, being past participle, be simple form, to be infinitive y being ing form, ¿no? Haga la captura, por favor. Haga la captura. ¿Listos? Ahí está. Y usted la descarga, digamos, la imprime, descarga y la pega, ¿no? O si usted gusta, lo hace directamente en su cuaderno. Abigail. No está. Abigail Suárez. Daniela.
Present.
Así está.
No,
Ok.
present.
Ok, Abigail. Lea, por favor, la siguiente. Dice así.
The instructor remained current on his
Espéreme, ya se me fue. Ahí. Siga. Ahí está.
The instructor remained current would fit to drive and refused to give her a driver's license.
Yeah, that is another example. The instructor deemed Karen unfit to drive and refused to give her a driver's license. Siga, Daniela.
Present.
Yeah, the next example you have. Yeah, look at this. Wait just a minute. Yeah. Here you have. Please read.
The instructor demanded Karen to drive and refused to give her a driver's license.
Mi pregunta, Daniela. The verbs are in simple form, past participle, ing, or infinitive. What form? What forms do you have?
Past form.
Past form, yes. Y si usted tiene el past form, esta oración está en simple present o en simple past.
Simple past.
Perfecto, eso es todo. Ese es el análisis que quiero que me haga en esta oración y lo hizo muy bien. Vamos nuevamente, segunda vuelta. Vadillo, no está. Ariana, tenga la onda. Segunda vuelta, Ariana.
Present.
Yeah, you have the example, the instructor deemed in past. Now, lea por favor.
The instructor deems Karen unfit to drive and refuses to give her a driver's license.
Yes, Ariana, you say deems and refuses. ¿Qué forma? What form of the verb can you see? Can you observe? Infinitive, simple form, past form, past participle. What form do you have? Bueno, revisamos las anotaciones, no hay problema. A veces se nos va la idea. Yeah, you say deems, refuses. Será infinitive, past form. S form. Yes, that's right, Ariana. You say deems and you say refuses. Yeah, you have S o ES. That is the S form. Punto. Y esto ocurre en presente, ¿no es cierto? You say the instructor. Instead of the instructor, you say he or she. Puede ser él o ella, ¿no? O puede ser un robot también, ¿no es cierto? Ok, Ariana. César.
Present.
Please, César. Next. Ahí aparece. De lectura.
The instructor has deemed Karen unable to drive and has refused to give her a driver license.
Excellent. The instructor has deemed. And then you have has refused. Mi pregunta para William Cano. William Cano. It is present perfect or past perfect? William.
Past.
¿Seguro? Past perfect o present perfect? Cuidado.
Present.
Yes, present perfect. Aquí está, mire. Has is in present perfect. Cuando tengo he, she, it, has. Y si tengo we, era have. It is present perfect. El instructor ha observado que Karen, unfit to drive, and has refused, y se ha rehusado to give her the driver's license, ¿no? Ok. William. Maite. Maite. Maite Chicaiza.
Present.
Yeah. Read the instructor.
The instructor had them and Karen unable to drive and had refused to give her a driver's license.
Yes, correct. Now, it is in present perfect or past perfect? Maite. They are present or past perfect? Maite. No, no está. Past perfect, diga. Past perfect.
Past perfect.
Ya, Maite, en los tiempos perfectos, en the perfect tenses, usted tiene presente y pasado, aquí tiene, mire, present perfect and past perfect. Si tenemos presente, bien, aparece has o have. Y si es pasado perfecto, aparece had. Usted dice, el instructor ha observado, y la siguiente, el instructor había observado. O había considerado, ¿no? Ahí tiene, listo, Maite. Encalada. Encalada. No está encalada. Juan Fernando. Juan Fernando. Juan Fernando no está.
No sé si me nombró, pero es que se me recorta la clase.
Ya, lea por favor, Juan Fernando.
No, encalada, Lisa.
Ah, perdón, encalada. Lea, si puede. The
The
instructor.
instructor will deem Karen unfit to drive and will refuse to give her a driver's license.
Yeah, here you have the simple form, deem and refuse. Pero la estructura está, it's in present, past or future. Encalada. It is future. Eso es todo. Mire cómo ya puede identificar. Muy bien, joven encalada. Now, Doménica. Ya me salté. Ah, no, sí estoy bien. Alison.
Present.
Sí está Alison, ya me salté. Alison. La ultimita, por favor. Ahí.
The instructor needs to dream Karen unfit to drive and has to refuse to give her a driver's license.
Ya. Niña Alison. To dim and to refuse. What is the name of the form of the verb? What's the name?
Infinitive.
Infinitive. Yes, you're right. It's infinitive. So you say the instructor needs to dim and to refuse. To dim is infinitive, to refuse is infinitive, no? So no problem. But you need another verb. You see, needs necesita de otro verbo. Aquí, needs. Y acá también has. Y ahí sí puede utilizar usted el infinitivo, no se olvide. Para el infinitivo debe haber un verbo antes y el principal. Y ahí nos quedamos. Ahí nos quedamos. No se olvide. Regreso, por favor. Usted tiene 4 palabritas de vocabulario. Acá está. Mire, permítame. ¿Dónde está? Se me fue. Aquí. Ahí tiene usted. Crazy, dim, hilarious, and subtitle. Y ahí nos quedamos. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Bye, bye. Gracias. See you tomorrow.